Oh, baby, no. I go. Oh, baby, no. I go. That's no very loyal. Hey, somebody's here. C'est bon, c'est bon. How's it going? Who's here? What's up, family? How you doing? How you doing? Come on in. Grand Rising, inshallah. You're the first comment I see. Nobles. How you doing? Valentina, how are you, sister? Yeah. Just enjoy this a little bit with you guys. How you feeling? How your day going, Collins Stanton? Yeah, this is my place of beauty. This is my favorite place outdoors to be. The oceans. I'm a child of the ocean. Yeah. Always love to be out by the ocean. Lots of rain. Yeah, it was snowing up here today. And then there's still snow on the side. You see that white stuff right there? That's all snow. And then I drove by the ocean to see how it was. And I came by the shores, and it was cloudy. Literally was cloudy here. And I started talking to our visitors, and it cleared up. Literally cleared up immediately. Yeah. Connecticut's cold. Oh yeah. Yeah. Raining season right now. December. Yeah. I'd rather rain than cold though, tell you that much. You gotta wear all these heavy clothing. Yeah. Family, look, I got some information for you that's gonna help you elevate your meditation. You know, meditation is not what we think it is, you know. Meditation is much deeper. There's several types of meditation. There's one where you go in, you reveal what's inside of you, and there's another one where you open up yourself to receive. Right? Meditation is deep. But how did the ancient people meditate, and how this meditation helped their health? Right? So now I titled this Marrow Nei-Gong. That already should tell you that's some deep stuff. Marrow Nei-Gong is a type of exercise, a set of breathing exercise that you do with yourself, of course, to strengthen your internal organs, to breathe through your internal organs, to breathe through your fingers. When you start breathing through your internal organs, you open up your cells to receive more chi. Now, chi has layers. You have something called the Wei Chi. W-E-I. Wei Chi. That type of chi is your defensive chi. Okay? This is the chi that you have that protects you when you get a cold, or when you're about to get a cold and you get a little chills on your body. When something, a pathogen is about to come into your body, your Wei Chi, which is your defensive chi, protects you from being invaded by whatever pathogen disease is trying to come in. So the Wei Chi is your first line of defense in preventing diseases from invading your body. That's called your Wei Chi. And then You have another chi called your nutritive chi. Nutritive chi is when you eat your food and then that food now has to go into the spleen to be turned into blood, because the spleen creates blood. The spleen creates blood, removes the turbid, removes the fluid, create blood with whatever is left, and then pass down some of that food down to the stomach for further processing, for grinding. All right, and then that blood now, the blood is moving through your body because of the chi, because chi moves blood, chi moves blood, chi moves water. Nothing moves without chi. So now that blood now is going to be used for energy. But this energy I'm talking about is not, it's stored deep in your body. You have something in your body called extraordinary vessels. Are you here, family? You have these vessels called extraordinary vessels. It's about 8 of them. You have 8 extraordinary vessels. And within these extraordinary vessels, you have hidden in them one of the most powerful, not easily accessed form of energy. Listen to me. When your body is depleted, if someone has a very bad sickness and they need a lot of energy, they're lethargic, the body will go and access this extraordinary vessel that holds this chi via what's called divergent channels. So in your body, you have what's called divergent channels. So you have your main channels, okay? Then you have what's called luo channels. You have what's called tendinomuscular channels. The tendinomuscular channels are very superficial. They're right under the first layer of your skin. That's part of your Wei Qi construction. And then the deeper you go, you get other channels. So you have the tendinomuscular channels, you have the luo channels, you have the regular channels, you have the divergent channels, then you have the extraordinary channels that houses the most powerful or the most hidden form of energy, what Western medicine will call ATP. But see, Chinese medicine is not like Western medicine. For example, your kidney, the kidneys in Western medicine produces urine. See, that's the function for it. In Chinese medicine, the kidneys do not worry about the production of urine. The kidney, especially your right kidney, is called your life gate. Pay attention now. The right kidney is called the life gate. Life gate. It deals with reproduction. It deals with the reproductive system for male and for female. It's the life gate. That's the acquired, the pre-heaven essence, the acquired essence. But the kidneys also deals with hair, with blood, with marrow. The kidney also deals with your heart also. Because reproduction has a lot to do with your emotions. There's a meridian line through the internal pathway of your channels. So in your body, you have the channel system, right? You have the external pathway that you can count the points, but you also have the internal pathway. It is via the internal pathway that one organ connects with the next organ. For example, the lung organ connects with the large intestine organ. How? Via the internal pathway of the channel. That's how, if something is not treated on the lung channel, through the internal pathway, it can seep into the large intestine channel because there's another pathway for it. Where one channel ends, another channel begins. There's an exit point, there's an entry point. Okay? So, via the internal pathways of your body, of your channel systems, there is a set of breathing, not just breathing, it's a set of type of Neigong. Neigong is the highest form of meditation, exercise you can do in terms of physical activity. It is higher than Qigong. It is higher than Tai Chi. Neigong, you have to be extremely well versed in both Qigong and Tai Chi, and you have to be chosen to learn Neigong. You have to be an exemplary. You have to be an above and beyond type of student to be chosen to practice Neigong and also to teach Neigong. So now I'm saying this to you because that's the ancient way. So when you read from the, what's that book? What's the book with the brothers? The book of Jasher. When you read from the book of Jasher, that Judah ran, he jumped a wall. What's the other one? Levi. Right? Was it Levi? Simeon or whatever. Whoever left out a streak, or Naphtali run fast. These are not anything you cannot do. You can do those things yourself. You just have to know what they did to acquire that type of power. What knowledge did they have access to? So you can strengthen your internal organs so that you're not able to get sick. So now you're not able to get shot. So now you're not able to get stabbed. You're not able to get burnt. If you get hit with something, it won't hurt you. You can turn your body into iron. This is not a myth. This is real stuff. I have all the books that tells you line by line how to get it done. I will share that with you. I already shared one cover with you, but you see it, you don't know what you were seeing. Because I didn't share the title. Is this making any sense, family? Is this making any sense? Because, look, quality of life is very important, right? You need a good quality of life where you have health. Because you gotta value your health. I value my health a lot. That's why I take a little bit of time to take a walk by the ocean so I can exchange energy. Can you hear me, family? Somebody's trying to sell me coke here. Somebody's trying to sell me some drugs. Hi, Yusuf from China. I don't do drugs, man. I'm good. So, what I'm gonna show you, I just want to tell you, we're gonna get into something deep, something else, something low, something else to introduce you to your body on another level that you have not considered. Now, the knowledge is here, family. Look at this. Look at this beautiful shape. Look at this. I don't know what did this, but this is pretty. Look at that. It's very pretty. The knowledge is here. You understand what I'm saying, Colin? I know it's not for everybody. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I know, I would have loved to have learned this when I was in high school or middle school. I would have loved the education system to tell me about the law of the 5 elements. Okay? How does the air, the earth, the water, metal, wood element How do they work together to make my body function? I would have loved to know the higher anatomy and physiology. You know, I would have loved to know that, because that would have given me an edge. We read about all these things in the Bible, we think it's supernatural. A lot of it is not supernatural at all. It's all science. So our neighbors, our friends, our cousins, that's right here in the sun, around the sun, right here in the sky, cloaking themselves. They have technology. That's all they have, technology. Technology that we don't have. But you are the greatest technology. Remember, I tell you, you are a technology of consciousness. And within you lies superhuman ability. It's only super because you have not unlocked your powers. Me included. I'm just running into this information over the past year. And I can tell you, you are way more than you think you are. I shared a video with you a couple months ago called The Magus of Java. There was this Malaysian acupuncturist, Malaysian shaman, Malaysian man, he was all electricity. He can touch you and electrocute your body. And he can control the voltage. He can control the voltage. Look at this pretty thing. It's so beautiful. He does acupuncture for his clients, and then he touches the top of the needle with his finger, and he sends a little bit of voltage through that needle. Okay? Once he does that, it increases the healing process. It makes the body work and function better. It enhances the acupuncture treatment. All right? It cured the guy blindness. I saw another guy, older gentleman, in Japan. Some guy came into his office that was decapitated. The older guy rearranged the body of his patient, reestablished the whole body of the patient without touching him. He was just moving his hand. He was moving the energy from one part of the body to the next part of the body, from the foot to the neck, from the neck to the foot, from the stomach to the neck, from the neck to the stomach. He was just moving the energy around the man's body, and he rearranged the man's body that came into his office decapitated and walked out on his 2 feet. You understand, Colin Staten? So when you hear that the patriarchs were fighting, running fast, jumping walls, Psalm 18, David says he run through a troop, jumping through walls, Naphtali running. All the brothers had the same gift. That's ancient knowledge from Lemuria, ancient knowledge from Atlantis, ancient knowledge that Enoch, Thoth, Enoch, everyone had. They had that knowledge in ancient Cathar, ancient China, ancient Cathar. They had that knowledge, and you have it today. I have the records, and I'm going to share it with you, because in a few weeks, I'm not going to have the time that I have now. In a few weeks, I'm going to be very busy, and I'm not going to have the time that I have now. So you got another maybe 2 more weeks with me where I have some time, and I can share these things with you, because just like that, I'm out of here. I'm not going to have the time I have now. So I can give you certain things. You can further research yourself to help you. Iron shirt Neigong. Do you know what it's like to turn your skin into iron? You ever see these old Chinese men practicing kung fu, and they get kicked in their scrotum, and it's like a piece of iron their anatomy turns into stone. Well, it's not fake. That's true. It's called iron shirt Neigong. Iron shirt Neigong. Okay, it's called bone marrow Neigong. Turning your bones into metal. So hard. Why? Because you're pushing chi into that organ, into that body part, where it practically becomes impenetrable by weapon, by disease, by anything foreign. And that's when you become the God man, the God woman, because you have these energies dormant in you. So these are very dangerous. You know, you have to follow the instructions properly. What I can do, I will share the book, maybe talk about it a little bit, but I can't teach this to you. No. You have to do your own research and see how you can learn that on your own. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be easy to find a Neigong instructor. It's easy to find a Tai Chi and Qigong instructor, but not Neigong. No. Neigong is very rare because that's the highest level. That's the highest level. Neigong is the highest level. Are you here with me? Shalom, Mary. Are you here with your brother? You know? Because these cousins and brothers of ours up here, from these faraway places, they have technology. And you are the greatest technology. You are. You are. There's a lot of fire that comes from your heart. In the Zohar, it says, if the lungs did not cool down the heart, it can burn up the whole planet. The planet in that sentence is you. You are the planet in that sentence. It can burn your whole body down into ash. Yeah. You have a Tai Chi instructor. Tai Chi, it's okay to say Tai Chi because the English translation, they didn't really know how to translate it properly. It didn't really know the deeper meaning behind saying Tai Chi. So they said Tai Chi. So when you're studying it, you're gonna learn how to properly, you know what it means. You know it's on the feminine principle, so it's very subtle on the body. It's gonna operate differently than Qigong. It's very important to say Tai Chi as opposed to Tai Chi. They want to promote it as Tai Chi, but those that know will say Tai Chi. You know, there's a very good reason for that. And we want to promote that, Sister Deborah. Yeah, Jermaine Jackson. I'm just talking about the iron shirt Neigong, bone marrow Neigong, being the highest form of the most ancient, you're gonna find one of the most ancient, if not, form of exercise type meditation that promote chi elevation, that promote power from within to feel the internal organs so that they can function at their peak at any given moment. Because within you, you have what's called extraordinary vessels that has all this energy, and this energy has to be accessed. If it is not accessed, well, It's just wasted. You know what I mean? It's just wasted. You didn't come here to waste your energy, your essence. So I'm here to tell you about your body more. You know, that's part of my role. To tell you about this technology of consciousness that you call your body, your avatar body, to help you realize you are greatness in the flesh. Yeah. In South America, now you've heard me say this before. There was this archaeologist called Le Plongeon. He ran with Madame Blavatsky. Le Plongeon and his wife went to South America, whatever country they went to, Guatemala, I forgot. And he went for one reason. He wanted to know the ancient knowledge. So what he did, he became a doctor, a medical doctor, and he started to give free medical services to the Aborigines there, to the natives there. Oh, water's closing in on me fast. My goodness. So as he was doing that, the more see how the water closing in on me? You can't, you see how it's moving in? Oh man, I gotta look at this, look at water moving in on me fast. Let me get out of here. So as he gave more medical services for free, he gained their trust. And when he gained their trust, they started to opening up to him, and they were showing him and telling him how they did certain things. One of the things that they did is called cloud formation. Cloud formation, it is I don't know how they do it, because I don't know how to do cloud formation, but they harness fire and cloud on instant, and they go through it, they disappear, and then they reappear somewhere else. So when you go back to the records of ancient Cathar, I did a video titled The Yellow Emperor. When you go back to those ancient records, you find that the cloud formation was also a type of knowledge that came from back there. Because in the book of Acts, that's what Yeshua used, cloud formation, ancient knowledge. He used that to travel. Now, which one of the apostles that showed up, what was it, Timothy, was it Timothy? That showed up somewhere to baptize someone, and then he disappeared right there. Right after he baptized them, he disappeared. Anybody remember who that was? That was one of the initiates of Yeshua in one of the sacred schools where they were learning those sacred knowledge, those sacred things. These are not things that you can't do. That's why Jesus said, greater things you shall do. He said that. He said greater things you shall do because he knew you would come to the knowledge of self. Some people would bring back the ancient records, and then you will find out, you will carve out time in your busy life to put some things into practice to give you a better quality of life via meditation, via exercising, but not just any little meditation. The higher meditations, the Tai Chi, the Qigong, the Neigong, those things. Iron shirt, bone marrow, breathing through your organs, breathing through your fingers, breathing through your ears. Have you ever heard that before? Breathing through your large intestine, breathing through your anatomy. No, you've never heard of stuff like that. Is weird. Who was there to teach us this stuff? No. No one. The Most High gonna raise somebody to bring back the knowledge. That person, look, I don't know it. I don't know all of it at all. I know a little bit. I was introduced to it. But together as a collective consciousness, We can all research it. Hey, Abdullah, look what I found. Look what I found. Look what I found. And I could bring to you what I have already. And when you read the scriptures now, you could be like, oh, wow, that's what that was. So when Judah got hit with the sword, he didn't get hurt. Oh, that's because he already knew Neigong. He was doing that from when he was a child. So his body became iron. When David said, I bend a ball of bronze with my hand in Psalm 18. Oh, wow, that's what he did. He was doing Neigong as a child so he can bend iron with his hand. Why? Because he was a stronger iron. His body vibrate on a higher frequency than iron, and he was able to bend it with his hand. When David as a young man was wrestling bears and lions, when he was just a little shepherd wrestling bears and lions, how can a child do that? A child can do that because, one, he wasn't a little kid, you know, they were much taller back then, but also he was fearless because he had that sacred knowledge. He grew up on that knowledge. You know, the further back you go, the taller you are. The further back you go, the taller you are. You know, just like a woman, she gives birth in her prime. See, this is the conversation the angel was having with Ezra. It's like he said, look, consider a woman in her prime, she can give birth to a child, and that child comes out, you know, with massive essence, a lot of essence. And then when she's like, she give birth to a child when she was 20, and then if she gives birth to a child at 45 or 50, it's gonna be two type of essence. That child's gonna be totally different. The child that she gave birth to at 20 is going to have a stronger essence than the child she gives birth to at 40. You understand? So that's how it is. The people that came before us were much, much more stronger because the earth was much, much more younger. So Ezra asked the angel, the Lord, the angel, how much time we have left? The angel said, look, I didn't come here to tell you about this at all, but I'll tell you what. He said, look, consider a fire. When the fire passes, what's remained is the smoke. Consider it like this. So the fire is the big thing, but the smoke is what's left after the fire. Well, he said, when you think about how much time we have left, think of time as the smoke. You have nothing left. There's not much time at all. And for whatever conversation he was gauging with the angel, for whatever time he was asking for that conversation, but if you read that conversation, you're going to find out your time fell into that conversation. You know, your timeline fell into that conversation. Just like Enoch, he said, look, this is not for his generation. This is for a generation that is to come in the far future. He was talking about you. So what else he said? Enoch says, observe everything. Observe the waves of the ocean. Observe the rays of the sun. That's called sun gazing. Observe the rays of the sun. Observe the birds. Observe the dirt. Observe everything. Why? Because it's called the law of the five elements. When you observe how nature moves, then you can kind of find out how you should move. Right? You're gonna figure yourself out. Because you have to harmonize yourself with nature. But we go against nature. And that's why these brothers and sisters of ours, these cousins of ours, they are here to remove the people that go against nature. The people who no longer support the plan of the supreme, the progressive plan of the multiverse that's moving the earth forward into a whole new frequency so that we can inherit a new earth and a new heaven. And within this dichotomy of new earth, that's you will be the new earth. Because you're going to be the new earth in the new earth. Because you yourself is earth. You are her child. The earth is your mother. You cannot inherit a new earth with your same mindset, with your same body. That's why in the Bible it says you cannot add new wine in the old skin. No, the change has to happen within you first. And then just like that, Eden returned back to you. You see? That's why he says, I saw heaven roll up like a scroll. And then there was a new heaven and a new earth. Well, the new heaven is your mind. Because that's the throne of Yah. That's the throne of the Most High. Your seed crystal, the tree of life, is in your head. I share that on my community page. Medical science, Western medicine has your entire brain mapped out. There's a part of your brain, I believe it's in the cerebellum. It's called arbor vitae, tree of life. And I showed that to you in my community page several weeks ago. And I corrected some things that they said that was not adding up. The urim and thummim is in you. Your eyes are as the urim, and your cells have light. Every cell in your body has light. That's why it has the chi reserved in your extraordinary vessels. That's a real name. Look up extraordinary vessels in TCM. Look it up just like that and learn all that you can learn from the extraordinary vessels. Look up luo vessels. Look up divergent channels. I'm not just saying that so I can sound intelligent. No, I'm trying to teach it to you. And I'm not giving it to you in a course. I'm giving it to you like this for free. Divergent channel, tendinomuscular channel, luo channel, extraordinary vessels. Look up bone marrow Nei-Gong. Look up iron shirt Neigong. Look all that up. Look it up. Look up the kidneys as the life gate. What does that mean? The right kidney is the life gate. I just told you. Has something to do with reproduction. Has something to do with your essence. Your Akashic records, your roots. Your Pluto, your shadow work. Couple months ago, I told you about the windows of the sky points. That's good for bringing energy to your brain, to your head. Remove psychosis. Help you with psychological issues. Look up windows of the sky point. Bible says, I will open up the windows of heaven and I will shower you with a blessing that you want to have room to contain. What blessing? What heaven? The heaven is your brain. The blessings is the benefits that you're going to get from whatever it is that you are trying to gauge from the windows of the sky points. Are you here? Let me know if you're here, though. If I come to your church on Sunday, everybody's going to walk out because I'm going to sound like an alien. But they might just stay glued to the chair because they're going to hear some things they've never heard. I'll make the Bible make sense for them. Oh, shoot. I'll make it make sense for them. You know, give me a second. Yeah. All right. Anyway, did you guys enjoy the video the other day? A lot of people chime in. We had over 3,000 people on the live. First time ever I've seen so many people on the live. It was a beautiful time. We're going to go back into that book and we're going to see what all the messages they have for us. Okay, family? It's been great. Until next time.